Okay, so without further ado, I am one of the challenge statement owner. So I'm going to start my presentation. Next slide. So only three parts. We'll start with an introduction of our company and what we do, then followed by the challenge statement that we're going to put forth, and thereafter we have a 4 minutes of Q&A, and let's keep it chill and right. Let's go. Introduction of Expand. We are a local homegrown building construction company. We started in year 2000. We are 25 years in the business now. We are BCA grade A1 for both CWO1 for building and CWO2 for civil engineering. So we have been in the business for all this while in the various category. Yes, you can see the widespread of project that we have done for institution, for infrastructure, public housing, private housing, and as well as the industrial. So we have a spread experience in the various type of construction. And currently we are doing our NS Square in the Marina Bay. Now, with all the way that we do things on site is very familiar to everybody. This is the way that it has been. There are the multiple network of stakeholders and workflow in the way that we construct or build. We deal with client consultants and multiple consultants, and usually as a main builder, we are the main node to understand the key intent, rationalize the design, and we work with a lot of subcontractor and supplier to deliver the project. Then, of course, there is a RSS team, the RTO and the RE on site to supervise. And of course, there are multiple subcons and supplier and authorities and external holders. So there are many people around that, and there are multiple workflows. Sorry, did it drop?
Lights are still in.
It's still in? Okay.
Yep.
So for today's the challenge statement is that we are wondering whether do we have the opportunity to explore new innovative technology to expand our efficiency and effectiveness. Because in expand we believe in this thing called 1A, 2E, 2S, and 3E. And especially for the 3E, we want to expand the way that we do things in terms of efficiency and effectiveness. And with that, we are highly interested in learning how to use the artificial intelligence in the way we do things. So with that, the question that we ask ourselves are as follows. Could there be a current maturity of AI to start replacing our mundane workload that we do? Second is that the current application of AI in the market, is it able to be easily configurable so that to take over some of our work, the easy workload? Let's start something small. And instead of us forcing ourselves to fit into a certain proprietary platform, could this artificial intelligence be configured to help us in some of the way we do things? And of course, the moment we hear artificial intelligence, cost comes in. And is there a cost-effective way and commercially viable way to implement this? Yeah, so with this, we'd like to open up our project, one of the projects that we are having now, which is NS Square as a test bed to trial. And without changing the major changes in the way that we work, we probably so we have selected to deep dive in one use case, which is in this case the way that we during the concreting, right from the start when the concrete truck comes in, when we take the slums and all the recording, inspection, all the way to consolidating all the DO, verifying the DO, and as well as passing the information to the HQ for them to verify whether is there a some charges that have been overcharged or undercharged or missing. So these are some of the financial workflow, and eventually we have a systematic way to put into our accounting system. Yeah. So we are also thinking that it should not change the way that the platform we use. And currently we are using ACC, WhatsApp, Excel sheet, and the EDO from the various platform. Can this AI be easily configured to work around all these things that we have been using and do things for us? So what does the success mean in this trial is the possibility for every personnel in the industry to be able to have probably configured personal assistant to do some of the mundane work so that we can do more complex workflow, right? And we can do things to do decision making, right? And as the technology of the artificial intelligence advance, maybe all this personal assistant is able to start executing more complex workflow or processes. That's what we think. Yep. This is a very busy slide, but I will not dwell into this. What we are trying to say that these are the workflow on site, and can the AI be working behind the scene, able to pick up some of the informations through ACC that we have, through WhatsApp group that we have, through the Excel sheet we have, and give us a summary that have been rationalized, fact checked, so that we can pass to the finance team for for their further processing. Yeah. So this workflow will include these things. And upon receiving the Excel sheet from the finance team, the AI can also verify certain things through the various information from DO, from supplier, from credit note, and therefore they can automatically do our reconciliation and put the amount and direct our finance team to make payment. And the workflow includes this. Right. So this is just a snapshot of some of the things that we have. Yeah. So the challenge, how might we build an intelligent system that automatically verifies our concrete quality and compliance from delivery through testing and flag risks that would affect our audit. All right. And also our milestone claim, or also regularly approvals. Yep. And these are the functional requirement that we think that we need. So the ability of the AI to extract the key data fields. Take for example, from the DO, there are numbers that are useful information from there. Can the AI pick up the DO, the cube number, verify the grade from various sources, including WhatsApp, the PDF, the spreadsheet, and therefore do some AI document recognition. And currently, this work is being done by our QA/QC engineer, quite a mundane job. But could this AI do this part and take the mundane work of them? And eventually, the AI can come out with a reconcile Excel sheet, right, for them, so that they are able to just once glance, whatever there is have discrepancy, they can just be targeted and go and check. It could be a missing DO that has not been put into the WhatsApp group, and there they can go and find. All right. So we also think that to reconcile every DO, because even though we have the EDO from the RMC, the ready mix concrete suppliers platform, but sometimes there could be mistake, right? So even though they put in their system, we also have our internal due diligence to check whether they are correct or not. Or sometimes there could be duplicate, or sometimes it could be cancelled, but it's not cancelled in the platform. So with the data record that is being captured by the people on site, put in the WhatsApp group, which is part of their workflow, where our QA/QC engineer pick it up and do the fact check. Can the AI do all these things, right? And So therefore, they can automate the workflow, linking from the delivery, testing, all the way to the approval across the project, right? And if there's any anomaly, they are able to flag it out so that our QA/QC engineer can go in and take a look and deep dive rather than checking the thousands over of DO or test report, right? And from there, there's a compliance status in the Excel sheet so that the QAC engineer is able to do their job even better, right? So the expected outcome, we do hope to see that there's a reduction in the time and error in compiling our QA/QE document, and in particularly, we just deep dive into concrete delivery and the testing reports. And from there, we believe that it will improve the traceability and the confidence during our confidence when there is a project audit or regulatory inspection, right? And also to reduce the risk of unverified, maybe concrete strength, which is used for the progress certification, right? When we have received the test report, sometimes it just go into the big pile because maybe the QA/QC engineer has been busy or have overlooked. But with an AI, we hope to see that the AI is robust enough to check all documents.
Okay, Asher, I
Mm.
think we've got it. I've let you go over because there were no questions coming in, but let's
Okay.
go into questions now. It's a very comprehensive brief. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, and you're quite specific about the things that you want. But any questions from the floor before I might ask Asher some questions? Or perhaps even Asher, what are the questions you think people should be asking you? I guess my question would be around because here we go,
Mm.
David. Are templates documents always changing in terms of layout or consistency?
I would think probably what we try to understand is that maybe the artificial intelligence is smart enough now that they can work around whatever configuration or templates of the platform that we have. Yeah. So with that, yeah, maybe the document will always change in terms of the layout and consistency.
Yeah, because obviously consistency is something that we're doing with AI. I guess just very briefly, what is the verification process today that you want to make automatic? How troublesome? What are the major problems of the verification today? Is it just time or is it error?
Both. So take for example, when on the field, the people on the field, when the concrete trucks has come in, there is a process with the RSS team to sign and to record down the quality of the concrete, and there's a stack of DOs, right? In a major casting, it could be close to 100 or 200 DO, and yeah, so it's about the speed to verify as well
Right.
as the accuracy because if you do it manually, you may have a lot of mistakes. Yeah.
Right. Chen Chen's got a question for the personal assistant. Do you need some Gen AI technology? Well, I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
Is there something more specific there, Chen, you wanted to get at? I'm coming in late. No. Okay. Well, listen, what we might do is just call it a wrap for you there for the moment, Asher, and we'll most probably have some time at the end. We can come back and see if some more questions have come through. But as I said, you're very comprehensive in what's there, and as we all know, that there's lots of AI opportunities out there, lots of agents. So I'm sure you're going to have lots of submissions around this. But I do think that you'll be receiving more questions to sort of help sort of narrow what perhaps some of the focus might be, because you're also quite broad in what you've specified.